Hello guys, this is my first horror telling stories. By the way guys, I am going to be asking some questions throughout the video. Yeah. So let's get into it. The first story is about a boy, okay? Let's call him I don't actually know his name. Let's call him Chris. You know, let's call him Chris, yeah. Because I'm trying to be based off of the Aftones family, so let's call him Chris. Or you know what, even better, let's call him Michael. Yeah, let's call him Michael, okay? I'm sorry if you're watching this. I don't know what your name is. I'm sorry. You never told me. I'm sorry. But, so, there was this kid. I'm going to be looking throughout my lyrics. So, this boy had a mother that had a little ghost. You know, her name was Elizabeth. Wait, I spoke too soon. Never mind. So, this little ghost had been following her ever since she was a little kid. I pretty much think that's adorable. And one of the ways the boy Michael could tell that she was there was one day he was sitting in the living room, and so there was this door that his mother blocked off, put a shelf behind the door, and to make it a little more pretty, she put like a poster thingy or rug, I don't know what you want to call it, and she just like put it on top of the doorway. So it was like pretty tight in. So like if you were to put a vent over there, it would like move just a tiny bit, but yeah, into it. So I'm gonna go in a deeper voice just to make it sound suspenseful. So so they could find that that the door was like, so he was watching like a kind of scary-ish movie, and you know what? I'm just gonna look at this, and and so now I could get in and to make it look pretty, and she also put a banner along one to cover the door to make sure and every now and then, when they were sitting on the couch, out of the corner of his eye, he could see the curtain breathing. Was breathing, like actual like lungs breathing, like breathing, actual breathing. It was going like actual lungs, like someone was standing behind the curtain and actually breathing. And the creepy thing was that there was no vent under there or anything that could have caused it, because it was a doorway, so there was nothing there. And he was watching like this scary movie, and it wasn't really for kids, but jump scares that were probably for kids, and it's probably not that scary, and it took place in the living room, so yeah. There was this scary-ish scene, and it was like a sword fighting scene. So Elizabeth, the little girl, I don't know how he knows her name, but he told Elizabeth that there was going to be a scary scene, and I'm pretty sure that she had left because she didn't want to see the scary scene, and it was just like a couple of seconds, you know? Just like 2 seconds later, she left. She was like, okay, I'll leave. And yeah, like 2 seconds later, she just had left. Like left. Like she'd go bye-bye. And a couple months later, they found, so the mother walked in the boy's room to find that all his stuffed animals were in a circle, you know, just in a circle, you know, just in like a circle. And there was like teapots and teacups. And the mother looked shocked, and she was like, oh, it's probably Elizabeth. So so she said to Elizabeth, hey, Michael doesn't really like when people mess with his stuffed animals, so if you could, can you clean this up? Yeah, and put him back on the hanger thingy, yeah, before he gets home, thank you. And she left. And when Michael got home, he found that Elizabeth had put his stuffed animals away like a good girl. Good girl. And yeah, so that's their little ghost friend, Elizabeth. Honestly, to me, she kind of sounds like Elizabeth, Astron. So to me, she kind of sounds like that. Because, Elizabeth Astron, the myth, well, not the myth, but if Elizabeth Astron is really real, I'd be shocked. But, she's supposedly supposed to be cheerful and doesn't like depressing stuff. So, I would consider her as Elizabeth. Of course, her name is Elizabeth, so I didn't name her. But I did name the boy. So, how about we go to the next story? This one's a little bit more sinister, you could say, I guess. So, there was once a little lady, a little woman, and she finally gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. And after she gave birth to the beautiful baby boy, she started hearing voices, and the voices told her to kill her son. Of course, she didn't want to and went to a doctor, like any other parent would. Because no parent would want to kill their child only if they were abusive. But no other parent would want to kill their own child. They want them to play and have fun and learn how to behave and be kind and be successful. But that wasn't for this case. Of course, if the doctors and people would have just listened to this poor lady, the son might have still been alive to this day. But because of the stupid doctors, the son had gotten, no spoilers, but let's just say he got eaten alive. So, later on, no doctor would help her. They would just kind of laugh at her, and they wouldn't help her. Of course, whenever the voices would tell her that she was going to hurt her child, she would give her child to her sister. But that didn't help the voices. They kept encouraging her to get rid of the child because there had been a devil living inside of him. Of course, she hated the thought of it, and she didn't want to give up on her child. But once she had gotten into a very sinister fight with the baby father, she had been so aggressive, but didn't want to face her own child. So she kind of just knocked out. A couple hours later, she heard her child screaming on the top of his lungs, screaming and crying in pain. She ran out to the living room to find him almost dead on the ground, crying and screaming on the top of his lungs. Apparently, from her aggression, the voices made her kill her own son. She had put a knife on the side of his head and cut his head open. Then ate half of his brain. Of course, if you didn't know, humans can survive with half a brain. Of course, they would be a little stupid. But that didn't stop the child from dying. He was at such a young age, and he had barely enough strength to survive. So of course he died. Of course, this could have been prevented if doctors would have just helped her. But no, the doctors wouldn't help her. And apparently, she went to court. I want you guys to tell me if you think she's a victim, if you think that she went to jail, or do you think she is innocent? Like this video if you think that she's not innocent. And dislike the video if you wait. Dislike the video if you think that this video is not true. So, what did we learn today? How about that ghosts can be nice, but some ghosts can be a little mean and sinister. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that poor baby boy. Let's be honest. He was a beautiful baby boy and didn't deserve that. Awful killing experience. It was awful, slow and painful. Ouch. Well, I hope you guys liked the story time. Yeah. I just felt like ghost stories gotten very popular, so I decided to do one myself. So, if you guys like this video, like, subscribe, please. I only have 2 subscribers and I'm very lonely. Yeah, I'm very lonely. I stopped shoutouts because, well, no one really wanted to be my friend in Roblox. Yeah. See if anyone's here. No. Literally no one's here. Literally no one. Well, that's a fail. So, if you guys like this video, like, subscribe, and please don't cut open your child's head and eat half of their brain, please. And I'll see you all, my creepy wolf pack, in the next video. Have a good day, subscribe, and I love you all. Bye-bye.